today's video, I'll be comparing the best team of Titan cameras to the best team of Titan speakers to the best team of Titan TVs to see which team can make it the furthest in toilet tower defense. We'll start with team cameras, then do speakers, then end off with TVs. So make sure you watch this till the end to see which team wins. And without any more waiting, let's just start with team Titan cameras. So for this team, we'll make sure to use the Titan Samurai Cameraman, Demented Titan Cameraman, Astra Upgraded Titan Cameraman, Titan Fast Armored Cameraman, Quantum Cameraman, and finally Plasma Titan Cameraman. So here's our entire team of only Titans fully equipped it out. And without any more waiting, let's hop into the game right away. Here we go. And obviously for this one game, we'll definitely make sure to fully auto skip the entire time to make it go as quick as possible. That way we can see as far as we can get. And by wave 1, for every single round that we do this video, we'll place that 2 Carrot Farmer Bunny Man. And by wave 1 as well, we'll get our first farm to level 2. By wave 3, or not wave 3, but by wave 2, we'll place on our final one and get the rest of them to level 2. By wave 3, we can upgrade our first 2 to level 3. And by wave 4, we can get our first farm to level 3 and finally level 4. To start things out though, I think we're actually going to end up placing the Titan Samurai Cameraman just to act as a starting unit since it does only cost $300 to place. So for that reason, we're going to place it down right over here to instantly take care of literally everything on the map. I'm pretty sure all by itself it should be good enough to basically clear out everything, as already on level 1 is doing 35,000 damage, has 40 range, 6 explosion radius, as well as 50% toilet slowing, and then a 1-second cooldown. By wave 5 as well, we already got our first farm to level 5, and by wave 6 we can get our final one to level 5 as well as level 4. By wave 7 we can get our first farm fully maxed out, as well as our final 2 to level 5. And finally last, now that we made it to wave 8, we can fully max out every single Carrot Farmer Bunny Man. Now we can definitely start maxing out the Titan Samurai Cameraman right away, so that's level 2, and 3, 4, and finally level 5. Yeah, Winmax is doing 130,000 damage, it has 60 range, 10 explosion radius, 50% toilet slowing, and then still that 1-second cooldown. At least already by wave 10 we have another boss to defeat. Well, I guess our first boss of the video, the large glasses toilet that immediately died right here. And now that we maxed out 1 out of the 3 exclusive units we brought, we might as well max out the second one, that of which is the Demented Titan Cameraman. Yeah, we'll just place this one right over this way, right over here, just to instantly max out this one as well, but this one's definitely a lot more expensive. I mean, already on level 1 it costs $7,500 to get to level 2, $10,000 to get to level 3, 4 by wave 14, but now we're already 3 ways away from wave 20. Now we're only 2 ways away from wave 20 though, and we can finally max out the Demented Titan Cameraman, which that final upgrade literally costed $30,000 to do. But yeah, Winmax does 120,000 damage, it has 65 range, and then a 1-second cooldown. Now that it's fully maxed out, we can definitely move on to the Astra Upgraded Titan Cameraman, which will actually be a decent slower, which I suppose we'll just place right behind the Demented over here. Now we're only 1 wave away from wave 20 though, so we'll definitely skip there any second now. And nice, there we go, we finally made it to wave 20. On wave 20, we have the Mutola 2.0 spawning in with 192,000 health, and this one's gonna make it not far at all right here. But now we can already get our Astra Upgraded Titan Cameraman to level 4, 5, and finally last, by wave 24, we fully maxed out the Astra Upgraded Titan Cameraman. Winmax does 11,400 damage, it has 65 range, 20 explosion radius, 60% toilet slowing, and then a 0.2-second cooldown. Now that all 3 of the exclusive units are out of the way, we can definitely move on to the one and only godly that we need to max out, that of which is actually the Titan Fast Armored Cameraman. But yeah, we brought mainly this one just because it actually has an ability out of all these units right here. It's literally the only Titan Cameraman in the game to have one. And as you can see, what it does is it speeds up all of the troops in the area by 2 times speed for 30 seconds. Basically meaning it is extremely overpowered for sure. So yeah, by wave 26 we can get it from level 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 almost. But now we're already 3 ways away from wave 30, and now we can get it to level 4. And now we're 2 ways away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we finally got it to level 5. Now we finally made it to wave 30 though, and on wave 30 we obviously do have the flying dual buzzsaw toilet spawning in. And we've almost maxed out the godliest. This is the final upgrade, but yeah, there's the wave 30 boss, and there goes right over here, basically exactly where the wave 20 boss died. Finally by wave 32 is when we fully maxed it out, and Winmax does 15,000 damage, it has 70 range, spawn size with 400,000 health. Those allies are doing 10,000 damage, it has 10 explosion radius, and then a 0.1-second cooldown. Now that we fully maxed it out though, we can finally move on to the ultimate and then the celestial. But starting with the ultimate, let's just place down the quantum cameraman right over, I don't even know to be honest, maybe right here. Yeah, this is going to be our main form of DPS, because if you did not see a video earlier this week where I basically compared every single Titan cameraman to each other, this one performed the best out of every single one of them, even better than the Titan plasma cameraman. So yeah, let's try to max this one out before wave 40, so by wave 34 we can get it from level 1 to 2 to 3 and almost level 4. So by wave 35 we got it to level 4, but now we're already 3 waves away from wave 40, 2 waves away, and boom, now we're only 1 wave away and we finally maxed out the quantum cameraman. Yeah, when maxed out, it does a 62,500 damage, it has 90 range, spawn size with 5 million health, it does 70% toilet slowing, a 0.25 second cooldown, and then 6 stun time. Yep, now we already made it to wave 40, and we finally have 4, or I guess 5 out of the 6 of our Titan cameramans fully maxed out. All that's left to do now is the plasma. But before we start upgrading that one, let's first take out the wave 40 boss, the glitch toilet. Yeah, this guy only has 1.9 million health, which is honestly pretty easy, so there goes in 3, 2, 1, nice, on this corner. Now we can finally start maxing out the plasma Titan cameraman, which for now we'll just place right over here, I guess. So there's it placed, and there's it to level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we're finally 3 waves away from wave 50, and we can get it to level 7. I think we might just barely be able to max out before wave 50 though, since it does cost $35,000, and we already have 8,000 saved up. But now we're 2 waves away from wave 50, 1 wave away, and boom, finally last we made it to wave 50, and we can finally max out our plasma Titan cameraman. But first we have to defeat the wave 50 boss before we read out these stats, since yeah, it has 9 million health on it, and let's see if it's also gonna die over here. Okay, hold up, it looks like we're actually gonna be able to defeat this slightly earlier. Yeah, it's already down to its last 4 million health, 3 million, 2, 1, and nice. Yeah, GG's all the way over this way right here. I'll take it. Yeah, when maxed out though, the plasma Titan cameraman is doing 62,000 damage. It has 60 range, 25 explosion radius, 65% toilet slow, and a 0.2 second cooldown, and then 8 push distance on top of all of that. Now that we fully maxed out our final Titan cameraman, we can finally move on to maxing out a ton of the quantum cameramans. So there's 2 placed, 3, 5, 10, and finally every single one that we can fit on the map. Now that we finally have 24 out of 24 placed, is fully placed out. Now we're already 3 waves away from wave 60, so we'll definitely start maxing out our second one in a second or so. And 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we finally made it to wave 60. On wave 60, we obviously do have the Frost Skeleton toilet spawning in, and this boss has a grand total of 18 million health. And once we defeat it, then we'll definitely start upgrading the rest of our quantum cameramans, but for now it's not really a problem since we're still killing everything on this corner right here. Yep, there it is with 18 million health on it, and it's already below 18 million, 17, 16, 15, 10, 5, and nice, there it goes on this corner right here yet again. Yeah, now that we took out the wave 60 boss after 3 waves of trying to defeat it, let's start by maxing out these 2 quantum cameramans right here. So already by wave 64 we can instantly max out one as well as the second one literally right after it. So nice, already by wave 64 we have a total 3 quantum cameramans maxed out, and now we'll just max out these 2 right here, I suppose. Let's definitely try to max out one more before wave 70, so by wave 65 we can already get our 4th one to level 3, 4 by wave 66, but we still need $20,000, and we're already 3 waves away from wave 70, and now we're 2 waves away, and now we need only $7,000 more dollars. And nice, now that we're officially 1 wave away from wave 70, we fully maxed out our 4th quantum cameraman. Now we just need to max out the other one that's all the way on the outskirts, and then we can work on all the main ones over here, which are going to be the most important ones to max out. But now we'd officially skip to wave 70, and on wave 70 we already have our next boss, this being the giant turkey toilet that always spawns on wave 71. So yeah, there we go, skip to wave 71, we got our next quantum cameraman to level 4, and yep, there's the giant turkey toilet. Luckily on this corner we already got it down to its last 30 million health, and now it's down to 20 million, 10 million, 1 million, and nice. Yep, there it goes right here this time. It definitely made it slightly further than last time, and this time it took 4 waves to defeat, but luckily by wave 74 we maxed out our 5th quantum cameraman. And now that that's out of the way, let's just start with this one all the way over here on this outskirt, and then we can work on these 2, then these 5, and then the main row. Let's try to max out this lone soul one by wave 80 though. Oh my goodness, why am I lagging? Alright, much better. Yeah, let's start upgrading it. So this is level 2 and 3 by wave 75, 4 by wave 76. But now we need $20,000 yet again, and now we're 3 waves away from wave 80. And 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom. Yep, there's that one solo one all fully maxed out. Now we'll work on these 2 right here. But bang, nice. Now we also made it to wave 80. On wave 81, we have the dual cargo tool boss finding in, and yeah, this boss has a whopping 10 million health just like this, or I guess, well, never mind. But yeah, there it is, 10 million health on the clock. It should be pretty easy to get. But somehow, someway, it is actually the furthest an enemy has made it, well, I guess a boss has made it so far, as this time it died right here. At least we still were good to get it, and yeah, I think about the glitches actually will end up getting rewinded eventually. Or no, I think they already ended up losing. Oh, never mind. Okay, they are right here, so I was correct. They did end up making it right here. Yeah, it seems like both are dead right then and there too, though, so that's not really big problems whatsoever. But nice, now that it's wave 84, we can already get our next one to level 5, which is another one maxed out, so now we only have one left in this small row of 2. Now we're only 3 waves away from wave 90, and 2 waves away. And now that we're 1 wave away, we finally maxed out our final quantum cameraman. Now we need to do this long row of quantum cameramans right here, starting with this one, since this is definitely the main role. I mean, this one still has 4, but this is definitely the one with the most. But nice, now we already made it to wave 90. On wave 90, we still have a few enemies making it to this black hole, but once they reach it, they automatically get rewinded, so it's not really that big of a deal. But on wave 90, we have our first very Tinkerbox of the video that reaches over 100 million health, that which is the broken our total with 144 million. Yep, there it is right there, and let's see how long it takes us to defeat it. We did already get it down to its last 140 million health, 130 million, 120, 110, 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, and wait, hold on, I think it's actually about to get black holed and rewinded all the way back to the beginning. Yep, there it goes. It is down to its last 30 million health though, 20 million, but now we're already 3 waves away from wave 100. Now it's down to its last 10 million health though, and nice, there it goes all the way over this way right here. I'll take it. Yeah, we literally have $100,000 saved up because of that though, and now we're 2 ways away, so we can automatically max out the second one in this row, as well as instantly max out the third one by wave 98. Perfect. Unfortunately, at this point, it's pretty normal for enemies to start reaching this corner, which is definitely not a good sign. But luckily for the most part, all of them are fairly low, so we should still be good to at least make it to wave 110, if not wave 120, or even wave 130. Now we're only 1 wave away from wave 100 though. And nice, now we finally made it to wave 100. This wave has the DJ Tool 2.0 spawning in, and for some reason it always spawns on wave 201, so yep, there it is with 206 million health. Yeah, with 60 million more than last time, I wonder if it's actually gonna get to this corner for the first time ever this video. I guess we'll find out shortly enough. But it's finally down to 200 million health, 190 million, 180, 170, 160, 150, 140, 130, 120, 110, and yeah, there it goes. Now it's gonna get black hole. We can already max out our second to last one in this row, so now we only have 1 left to go in it, and now it's down to its last 100 million health now too. But dang, now we even have Quad Organ Shield Tool dying all the way over this way this time. Because the D2 Tool 2.0 is barely taking any damage now, in fact it still has 90 million health left, and now we're already 3 waves away from wave 110. But bang, as soon as this keeps wave 108 on the dot, we'll finally be able to max out the final one in this row, meaning now there's only a total of 4 left to max out. But now it's down to 80 million health, and now we're only 1 wave away from wave 110. And boom, now it's down to 70 million. Now it's down to 60, and we're finally on wave 110, but for some reason the wave 110 boss always spawns on wave 112. Finally, last though, it looks like we finally took out all those quad rocket shield tools, as nothing's really getting targeted anymore other than the enemies in the very front. But now it's below 50 million, 30, 10, and nice, by wave 112 on the dot, we finally took it out, and yep, here comes the mutant pumpkin tool spawning in automatically, this time with 292 million health. Luckily, we already got it below 290 million. And now finally, these 2 DJ Tool 2.0s that definitely set the new record for how far an enemy has made it died right here. Now enemies are back over this way, so I think soon enough, you know what, now, right now we might as well just use the track star ability to do double the DPS to hopefully clear through everything all the way over here. As now the mutant pumpkin tool is below 270 million. And now we max out 1 out of 4 in this back section all the way over here. But now it's down to 260. And now that the ability is basically over, it's down to its last 250 million health. And no way, it's not even taking any more damage anymore, so I think it actually got reminded all the way back to the beginning. That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that to happen. Now we're already 3 waves away from wave 120 though, so it's definitely gonna be a while before we're even able to see the wave 120 boss, since we're not even anywhere close to taking out the wave 110 one. But now we're 2 waves away from wave 120, 1 wave away, and boom, finally at last we got the mutant pumpkin tool below 200 million health, as now it is finally also in the front. Now we also made it to wave 120, and we maxed out half of the final row. But for now, let's just fully focus on the mutant pumpkin tool, because now it's down to 150 million health, 100 million, 50, and nice, this time it's gonna die right here. Literally right behind is actually the Astro Toilet data, which is still has 200 million health, but this one, unfortunately, wait, it can? Wait, I thought the Quantum Cameraman couldn't get black hole. Well, I guess it could, because now it's finally below 200 million health, and it's all the way back in the beginning. But unfortunately, at this point, we have no ability, and enemies are all the way over here. Luckily, as soon as this skips to wave 123, or I guess 124, we finally maxed out our second to last Quantum Cameraman, so now we only need to max out this one. But now we finally have the Astro Toilet back in the front, now it's below 150 million, 100 million, 10 million, and nice, all the way over this way, we took out the Astro Toilet. At least we were actually able to defeat that one within 6 waves, which is definitely a new record lately. And now we only have one upgrade left to go, now that we're 3 waves away from wave 130 from being fully maxed out. Yep, as you can see from our unit manager, it's literally the only Titan Cameraman left to go. But unfortunately, at this point, enemies are all the way over this way, so it's not looking that great for us. In fact, hold up, okay, I thought we were actually about to reach the toilet cap since we had over 200 toilets on the map, but just right before it skipped, we actually cleared out like 20 toilets immediately. Since now we're 2 waves away from wave 130. And nice, now we also have the track star ability back, so we might as well instantly use that to hopefully clear out everything, hopefully. But now we're 1 wave away from wave 130, and we finally fully maxed ourselves out. And yeah, here's the cooldown I was talking about. It's this 50% cooldown boost for 30 seconds. Definitely a very solid ability. That's mainly why we brought this unit. I mean, it's definitely making it so we do at least another 4 or 5 times damage temporarily. But yep, there we go. The ability is officially gone, and now we finally made it to wave 130 with enemies being all the way over here now. Once we save up roughly $200,000, we'll definitely make sure to sell all 3 of our farms right away. But there's the Rabbit Toilet that we have to defeat now with 686 million health. And I have a feeling we are definitely not going to be able to take it out anytime soon, considering we don't get any ability back for 200 seconds, and we have over 200 toilets on the map. I see a very unlikely chance of us actually being able to take it out fully. Especially now that it's basically in the front with almost basically all of its HP still. Yeah, no shot we get even close to taking it out. Luckily, finally all the way over this way, it's down to its last 600 million health now that it's in the very front. And wait, no wait, this one also got rewinded. Wait, I didn't even expect that to happen either. Maybe we do have a chance of defeating it. Definitely a very slim one, but I have a feeling it is definitely still possible. Unfortunately though, we're just continuing to hit the toilet cap basically every 15 to 20 seconds. So it's definitely going to be a while before we make it to wave 140. Now we finally reached $100,000 saved up on the dot. But now we have even more enemies all the way over this way that literally cannot get rewinded, I'm pretty sure, because they've already been rewinded in the past. So yeah, I see really no way we live much past all of this. Luckily, we finally got the Rabbit Toilet down to 500 million health now that it's all the way over here once again. But yeah, we have 250 toilets on the map. It's going to be a hot second before it starts skipping once again to wave 137. Especially since enemies are just getting closer and closer to the end. Finally, somehow, someway, we ended up clearing up enough toilets, and now we actually have the track star ability back. Wait, what? Okay, no, I was literally in the front. You guys saw, there was not a single enemy all the way over here, bro. I swear, we died so randomly whenever using the Plasma Titan Cameraman. Well, to be fair, we were dead within the next few minutes anyway, since obviously the Rabbit Toilet was towards the end, so I guess 129 waves beaten is fair enough. Before we move on to team speakers, though, we definitely need to do a leaderboard up on screen for how far each one got, and right now the Titan Cameras are first place with 129 waves beaten. Second up on the list is definitely time to do its full team of speaker units. So for this team, we'll definitely make sure to use the Knife upgraded Titan Speakerman, Axe upgraded Titan Speakerman, Centurion Speakerman, Infected Titan Speakerman, Frost Titan Speakerman, and finally Executioner Titan Speakerman. So here's our entire team fully equipped out, and I actually ended up making a few replacements last minute. So instead of the Knife, we're actually going to use the Hyper. And then instead of the, what's it called? Oh my goodness, I am blanking right now. Oh yeah, the Axe, we're going to end up using the Titan Samurai Speaker Woman. So yeah, this should definitely be a solid enough team to get us super high on endless mode, so let's find out right about now. Yep, yet again, we'll make sure to fully auto skip the entire time and hopefully make it as far as possible on endless mode yet again. And the wave to beat this round is actually wave 129, so hopefully we can do it. This time on wave 5, we're going to end up placing down the Titan Samurai Speaker Woman, unlike the Titan Samurai Cameraman, so I guess they're kind of actually similar. That's kind of funny. Either way though, yeah, let's just place it down right over here. This should be a pretty solid spot for it. And already on level 1, it's doing 10,000 damage. It has 45 range, a 1 second cooldown, and then 10% for Assassin Chance. Yeah, that 10% for Assassin Chance is the main reason we brought it, because that's going to help us out a lot when taking out all those big bosses and every single big tanky toilet. But there we go, yet again, by wave babe, we maxed out every single farm, and now we'll already get the Titan Samurai Cameraman or Speaker Woman to level 2 and almost level 3. So by wave 9, we can get it to level 3 and 4. And by wave 10, we can get it to level 5 and 6. Yet again on wave 10, there's the large glasses toilet spawning in with 15,000 health instantly dead right here. And now that we killed it, we actually got enough money to upgrade this to level 7. And finally level 8. Yeah, one max that does 155,000 damage, that has 65 range, a 1 second cooldown, and then still that 10% assassin chance. Now that we maxed out that exclusive though, we can definitely move on to, I guess, a second exclusive, this time being the hyper upgraded Titan Speaker Man. Yeah, we'll just place that one right behind this one right here, I suppose, and start upgrading this one next. So there's it to level 2 and 3, all by wave 13, 4 by wave 15, and now we're already 3 waves away from wave 20, 2 waves away, and bang, now that we're finally 1 wave away from wave 20, we fully maxed out the hyper upgraded Titan Speaker Man. Yeah, when maxed out does 20,000 damage, it has 55 range, and then a 0.25 second cooldown. Now that we finally maxed out this hyper though, we can finally move on to our third and final exclusive unit on this list, the Titan Infected Speaker Man. Yeah, I think for now we'll just place this one on this corner right over this way, but nice. Now we already made it to wave 20. And on wave 20 we have the DJ, or not the DJ, but the Immune Toilet 2.0 dying right here. Now let's start upgrading the Titan Infected Speaker Man, so there's this one to level 2, 3, 4, 5, but now we're already 3 waves away from wave 30, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we can finally afford to get it to level 6. Yeah, Wimix that does 50,000 damage, it has 72 range, 10 explosion radius, 70% toilet soy, and a 0.17 second cooldown, and boom, now we've made it to wave 30. Yeah, by wave 30, we already have 3 out of these 6 of our units fully maxed out, and now we just need to max out the Titan Centurion next. And this time the wave 30 boss is gonna die right here. Like I said, now let's start upgrading the Titan Centurion Speaker Man, which we'll displace right over, you know what, now we'll displace it right over here. So here's this one to level 2, 3, and 4, 5 by wave 32, and finally level 6. Yeah, Wimix does 130,000 damage, it has 60 range, slows swords by 50%, has a 1 second cooldown, 5 stun time, and then does double damage to every single boss. Now that we maxed out the one and only Godly we brought, we might as well max out the one and only Ultimate we brought too, starting with placing out the Frost Titan Speaker Man right over, ooh, I don't even know, maybe right over here, I guess. So yeah, boom, we placed it down right here, and now let's start upgrading it, and let's try to max it out before wave 40. So by wave 36, we can get it to level 2, 3, and 4. But now we're already 3 waves away from wave 40, 2 waves away, and nice. Now that we're officially only 1 wave away from wave 40 on the dot, we got our Frost Titan Speaker Man to level 5 just like so, but meaning there's only 1 upgrade left to go. Yeah, boom, now we finally made it to wave 40, and on wave 40 we have the Glitch Oil that's spawning in, so yeah, there's that boss right over here. This time with 1.9 million health, this time dying fairly easily right over this way. GG. Finally by wave 43, or yeah, 43 is when we maxed out the Frost Titan Speaker Man. And yeah, when maxed out does 55,000 damage, it has 90 range, 70% total, so it is 0.25 second cooldown, and then 6 stun time. Now that we also maxed out this unit though, we can finally move on to the final unit, which is the Executioner Speaker Man, the one and only Celestial. So yeah, for now we'll just keep this one right here and start upgrading it right away. This is definitely going to take the longest to max out of all of them though, and in fact I wouldn't be surprised if it takes me until wave 60 or even wave 70. So there it is, finally to level 2 and 3, 4 by wave 45, but now we're already 3 waves away from wave 50, and nice, now that we're 2 waves away we got it to level 5, but that's not even close to the final upgrade. Now we're only 1 wave away from wave 50, and nice, now we finally made it to wave 50. Yep, there's the giant smooth toilet just like last time with 9 million health just like last time again. But luckily we already got it below 8 million, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and nice, this time it died right here. Finally, we can get the Executioner Speaker Man to level 6 by wave 51, 7 by wave 56, but now we're already 3 waves away from wave 60, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we finally made it to wave 60. Now enemies are already starting to get to this corner, and we finally almost have the Executioner Speaker Man maxed out. But here comes the wave 60 boss right there, the Frost Skeleton Toilet for the second time this video, and yep, it's already below 18 million as well as 17, 16, 15, 10, 5, 1, and nice, GG right here this time. Finally by wave 63 as well, we finally maxed out the Executioner Speaker Man. And when maxed out does 254,000 damage every 1 second and has 56 range on it. Now that we finally have all of that out of the way, we can actually start by placing down everything that we want to, starting with 3 times Samurai Speaker Woman to increase the chance of us having an assassin attack happen. So yeah, let's just start by maxing out all 3 of these, so there's 1 out of 3, or I guess 2 out of 3 maxed. And finally 3 out of 3 by wave 66. Now we have all of those out of the way, and now we can finally move on to every single Titan Infected Speaker Man, which will fill up the last 13 slots we have. So there's 2 placed and 3. Speaking of 3, now we're 3 waves away from wave 70, and now we have 5 placed. but now we're 2 waves away from wave 70, and now we have 10 placed. And nice, by wave 69 on the dot, we finally finished placing on every single Titan infected speaker man just like so. I think we'll definitely start by maxing out all 3 of these ones in the very front right here, but now we're only 1 wave away from wave 70. And boom, now we finally made it to wave 70. On wave 70, we obviously do have the giant turkey toilet spawning in with 34 million health. And luckily it's already down to 30 million health, 20 million, 10, 1, and nice. GG on this corner this time. It definitely made it slightly further than any other boss so far, but now we can definitely instantly max out our second infected Titan speaker. And oh, okay, never mind. I guess there's still 2 upgrades left to go, so this unit is also fairly expensive. It's just so much better than the Executioner Speaker Man or even the Frost Titan Speaker Man, which is why I'm choosing to max out this one instead of the other one. So there we go. Now we have 2 maxed out by wave 74, and let's try to max out the third one before wave 80. So there's it to level 2, 3, 4, and now we're only 3 waves away from wave 80, 2 waves away, and now we can get it to level 5, but now we're only 1 wave away from wave 80, and boom, now we finally made it to wave 80, and actually on wave 80 on the dot, we'll be able to fully max out our third Titan infected speaker man, so there we go. Yeah, now we already maxed out 2 out of the 3 in the very front, so now we can work on this final one right over this way. But yeah, there's the wave 80 boss, the dual cargo toilet with 10 million health on it, and yep, just like last round, this is the last easy boss of this round, so there goes all the way over this way right here. Now obviously both of the glitches spawned in, so there's one glitch all the way right here, and yep, there goes in 3, 2, 1, boom, so now there's only 1 left, and there goes the final one. By wave 82 though, we can start working on our 4th and final one in that front section, so there it is to level 2 and 3. Oh wait, no, that's level 4, but now it's level 5 by wave 84, and finally by wave 86 we maxed out that one. Now we maxed all the ones in the front, so now we can work on this main row in the very upper area over this way, which actually has a total of 6. Which luckily we already maxed out 1 out of 6 in the very beginning of this video, so now let's work on the second of 6. Now we're already 3 waves away from wave 90 though, so we definitely won't be able to max out our first one by wave 90. But now we're only 2 waves away from wave 90, 1 wave away, and boom, now we finally made it to wave 90. On wave 90, yet again we have the broken our toilet spawning in, so yeah, there's that boss with a whopping 144 million health. But I'm curious to see how quickly we can defeat it, as it's already down to 140 million. And now we maxed out a second in that row of 6. So now let's work on the third one. Now it's down to 130 million though. And no wait, it actually got rewinded with 100 million health still. That is crazy good. Yeah, if you guys did not know, the infected Titan Speaker Man actually allows it to actually rewind a bunch of enemies at once, which is super OP. Which is why that one automatically died even when it had 100 million health still. But yeah, we should definitely be able to max out this third of 6 before wave 100, as already by wave 93 we can get it all the way to level 3. And 4. By wave 95, and nice, by wave 97 on the dot, we fully maxed out that one. So now we have 3 maxed out by wave 97 in this row, and now we're 3 waves away from wave 100. But now we're 2 waves away from wave 100, 1 wave away, and boom, now we finally made it to wave 100. There's the DJ Toilet 2.0 spawning in with 206 million health, and I'm definitely curious to see if this one can get rewinded. But in the meantime, while we wait, we already got it down to its last 200 million health. 190 million, 180, 170. Oh, yep, there it goes. Nice. It got rewinded yet again, wiping out all those scientist toilets right here. Now that we took it out, though, we can also max out our 4th one in this section, and now let's work on our 5th one that we definitely will be able to max out before wave 110. So there it is to level 2, and 3 by wave 103, and 4, 5, and now we're only 3 waves away from wave 110, and 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and bang, like I said, before wave 110, we fully maxed out our second to last one in this row, so now let's work on the final one. But in total, there seems to be only around 6 or so left to max out. But boom, now we finally made it to wave 112, which is where the mutant pumpkin toilet spawns in, so yeah, there's that one with 290 million health. And interesting, it seems like even the mutant pumpkin toilets can also get rewinded, since this one right here with 200 million health also got rewinded. Yep, there it goes though. Now we already got the mutant pumpkin toilet down to its last 250 million health though. And yep, there it goes right there, and it's here also getting rewinded. Nice. Because of that rewind too, now we also maxed out the final one in this row, so now there really is only 5 left to max out. There we go though, now we also made it to wave 120, and now there's only 4 left to go. I don't even know, actually no, I think the Astro Toilet can actually get rewinded, so we should be good to take out that one as well when it spawns in right there. But in the meantime, we first have to take out a few quadric shield tools that are in front of it, so it's gonna be a while before it finally starts getting heavily targeted. I mean, now it basically passed every single other toilet other than these 2 shield tools over here, so now it will start getting heavily targeted literally a few seconds later, right then, and there. So yeah, just like that, it already got rewinded, literally within seconds. By wave 126, we maxed out our 4th to last, so now there really is only 3 left to go. But at this point, enemies are already making it all the way over here, so it's definitely not looking the best for us. Either way, we will be good to at least make it to wave 130, as now we're 3 waves away from wave 130, 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, now we finally made it to wave 130. And boom, now we finally made it to wave 30 with the rabbit toilet spawning in. Yeah, this one has 686 million health, and I'm pretty sure this one can't get rewinded, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, we maxed out our 3rd to last, so now there's only 2 Titan infected speakermans left to go. But we did already get the rabbit toilet below 600, 500, 400, and 300, and 200 million health. And now it's down to 100 million. And nice, yeah, it actually got assassin chance right here. I'll take it. Yeah, it honestly really didn't get too far at all. And finally, by wave 136, we maxed out our 2nd to last one. All that's left to do now is max out this final one right here, that of which we can already get to level 2. And now we're only 3 ways away from 140, but now we can get it to level 3. And now we're 2 ways away and we can get it to level 4. 1 wave away. And boom, now we finally made it to wave 140, and we finally fully maxed out our final Titan infected speaker man. Yeah, I'm double checking my unit manager, every single one is fully maxed out, so now we just need to save up, I don't even know, like $300,000 I guess, to max out the final 3 once we sell all 3 of our Care Reformer Bunny Man. But in the meantime, now we need to take out the wave 140 boss, this time actually being the 2nd Astro Toilet with over, 317 million health right here. Luckily, we did already get a below 300 million health. And nice, there it goes over this way since it also got rewinded in and instantly kill those Astro Toilets. Well, I'll see you guys by wave 150 next, since we definitely won't have $300,000 saved up, and there's not going to be any other upgrades that we need to do in the meantime. So see you guys in around 6 waves for now. Yep, there we go. Now we finally made it to wave 150. Enemies are all the way over here, and now we actually reached the toilet cap, meaning it won't skip anymore temporarily. But in the meantime, I mean, there's really not much else I can do. We kind of just have to save up enough money to finally sell 3 of our farms. Now we have to defeat the Juggernaut Astro Toilet with 658 million health though, which is definitely going to be somewhat tough. As now we already have enemies making it over to this area, and now they're even starting to make it to this corner. Luckily now we finally reached $200,000 saved up, but I'm not so sure if that's going to be enough. I mean, now they're already reaching over here, and it seems like the first few enemies will start leaking on bio officially. So wow, yeah, the majority will stop attacking right here, meaning we won't be able to do that much damage up until this point. Yep, there goes the first Quadra Arc Shield Toilet as well as an Astro Toilet along with it. I mean, a few still can't attack it up until around here, but that's about it. Okay, wait, actually, hold on. This Quadra Arc Shield Toilet actually got rewinded, meaning, and wait, hold on, we're actually kind of clutching this up right now. Yeah, we already got the Juggernaut. Oh, and the Juggernaut actually got rewinded too. Wait, we're actually kind of clutching out of this. Hold up. We might actually be able to stay alive. I'll just see you guys once enemies finally reaching over here once again, or once we have $300,000 saved up, though. Okay, yep, also by wave 152, we have a Specialist Astro Toilet making it all the way over here with 400 million health still. And yep, like I keep on saying, it's not really taking that much damage, only a few million damage a second, and that's about it. I'm pretty sure this enemy doesn't even get rewinded whatsoever either, so there's really no way for us to win it unless it gets down to around 100 million health where we can instantly one-shot it with the assassin chance. But either way, I don't even think that's gonna happen. And now it's finally down to 300 million health all the way over this way, but that's just not even close to being enough. Not to mention other enemies are also starting to make it super far, so either way we are dead in 3, 2, 1, and finally GG. Wow. Yeah, 52 minutes for one game is insane, but 143 waves beats it is even crazier. I'll take it for sure. Before we move on to the final round, we first have to update the leaderboard once again, with now the Titan Speakermans being in first place with 143 waves, and second place goes to Titan Cameras with 129. Last up and finally last up on the list, it's time to do a full team of Titan TV units. So for this final team, we'll definitely make sure to use the Nuke Titan TV Man, Titan Glacier TV Man, Titan Zombie TV Man, Juggernaut Titan TV Man, Sinister Titan TV Man, and finally upgraded Titan Cinema Man. So here's this entire team of only TV Titans fully equipped out. And let's just see exactly how far this final team can get us on Endless Mode one final time. Let's do it. So this time, by the way, 5 will actually place down the Zombie Titan TV Man, which is the best starting unit in the game. Because it's fully AoE and already on level 1, it's doing 12,000 damage. Oh wait, hold on, let me upgrade one of these. But yeah, already on level 1, it's doing 12,000 damage. It has 50 range, 60% toilet sewing, and then a 1-second cooldown. Now that we fully maxed out every single fire, we can definitely start maxing it out, which actually should be fairly easy. It's already by wave 8, we can get it to level 4. In fact, nice, as soon as this gets to wave 9 on the dot, we'll be able to instantly max it out just like that. Yeah, when maxed out does 135,000 damage, it has 60 range, 60% toilet sewing, and then a 1-second cooldown. Now that that unit is fully maxed out, we can definitely max out another unit, this time being the Sinister Titan TV Man, and I guess for now, we'll just place this one right over, ooh, I guess right over here. But now we already made it to wave 10. For the final time this video, there goes the wave 10 boss right here. And now we can max out the Sinister Titan TV Man, that of which we can already get to level 2, 3, and 4, 5. And finally level 6 as soon as it's given to wave 14. Oh, okay, I thought that was the final upgrade, but it seems like there's still one more to do. So there we go, by wave 16 is when we actually maxed it out, and when maxed out, it does 12,000 damage, it has 45 range, and then a 0.2 second cooldown. Now that we maxed out 2 out of these 6 units, we can definitely work on the upgraded Titan Cinema Man, the one and only godly we brought, which we'll just place over this way, which I doubt we'll be able to fully max out before wave 20, but you never know. I mean, we can already get it to level 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we already have to defeat the wave 20 boss, the Mutant Toilet 2.0. So yeah, we weren't even close to maxing out, but this time the Mutant Toilet 2.0 died right here. But now we can get it to level 6, 7, and finally level 8 by wave 25. Yeah, when maxed out, the upgraded Titan Cinema Man is doing 14,200 damage. It has 65 range, a 0.2 second cooldown, and then 5 stun time. Now that we maxed out this unit, though, we can finally move on to our last exclusive unit, which is the Juggernaut Titan TV Man. Yeah, since it actually has a cool pull ability, we'll just place it in the direct center. That way we can do the max amount of damage whenever it pulls a unit in. Now let's try to max out this one by wave 30, so there's level 2, 3, and 4, 5 by wave 27, 6, and finally by wave 30 we maxed it out. Yeah, when maxed out does 26,000 damage, it has 58 range, 10 explosion radius, 55% toilet soin, and then a 0.2 second cooldown. Now we're already about to take out the wave 30 boss, this time you're actually getting picked up like I said it would, and this time it died right here I suppose. But now we can move on to ultimate 1 of 2, that of which can just be the Titan Glacier TV Man, which we'll just place right here. This one is definitely quite expensive to max out, but either way we should be good to max it out before wave 40, as already by wave 31 we can get it to level 2, 3, and almost level 4. So now it's level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and dang it, now we made it to wave 40 and there's still 2 upgrades left to go. Anyway, there's the glitch tool right there with 1.9 million health, and yet again it's gonna get picked up, so there goes right then and there in the center once more. Now we can finally afford to get it to level 9, so now there's only 1 upgrade left to go. So there we go, by wave 43 we maxed it out, and when maxed out it does 236,500 damage, it has 65 range, 60% toilet sewing, a 1 second cooldown, and then 6 stun time. Last but not least, we can definitely max out the Nuke Titan TV Man, and I guess we'll just place this one in the very front right here. So there it is to level 2, 3, 4, and finally level 5. When maxed out does 85,937 damage, it has 78 range, 360 explosion radius, and then a 0.213 second cooldown. Now that we are finally done reading off stats for this entire video, we can max out and I guess place down the rest of our Nuke Titan TV Man. So by wave 50, we have every single one of them fully placed out, and on wave 50, we have the giant smooth toilet spawning in right there with 9 million health. And if this one's going to be pretty easy to defeat, it's not going to be the quickest we've ever defeated it, but it is still decent. As there goes right over this way, right over here. Now we can finally start maxing out our first, or I guess our second Nuke Titan TV Man. So there's our second one to level 2, 3, and 4. By wave 54, we maxed it out. And by wave 58, we maxed out the third one. And bang, now we made it to wave 60. There's the wave 60 boss, and this time it's gonna die right here. Now that we took that out, we also maxed out a 4th Nuke Titan TV Man, and by wave 66 we'll be able to max out a 5th one just like so. By wave 69 we were able to max out a 6th one right before it skipped to wave 70. And nice, now we finally made it to wave 70. There's the giant turkey toilet, and this time it's gonna die even earlier than last time, this time dying right over here. By wave 73 we maxed out another, as well as 2 and 3 by wave 80. And this time the wave 80 boss is gonna die right here. Finally, by wave 84 that we reached 10 Nuke Titan TV Mans fully maxed. And by wave 90 we fully maxed out another 2 before we made it there. This time this Broken Heart's also gonna die fairly easily, as it's already below 100 million health on this corner, 50 million over here. And I think this is the earliest we've ever defeated the Broken Heart toilet, as this time it's gonna die right here. Nice, yep, there it goes. Now let's just see us by wave 100 though, since we almost have basically every single one fully maxed out at this point as well. In fact, wait, hold up, now we only have 3 left to max. 2 left to max. And by wave 99, there's only 1 left to go. Yep, here's the final one right here that we have to upgrade, and now we already made it to wave 100 at this point. And this time, this boss has over 200 million health. It's the Digital 2.0, but we already got it below 200 million health over this way, 100 million health right here. And nice, there goes the Digital 2.0, now that I got picked up in the direct center over this way yet again. Nice. Yeah, also by wave 102, we only have one upgrade left to go. In fact, once this skips to wave 103, just like so, we are finally fully maxed out. Now we need to save up roughly, I don't even know, like $180,000 in order to max out the final 3. So I'll just see you guys once that happens, or if it's wave 112. See you guys soon. So there we go, we finally made it to wave 112. We still need around $60,000 until we can sell 3 of our farms. But either way, we're still doing a decent job of keeping everything in this first section over this way, and already the mutant pumpkin tool is below 250 million health, 200 million, 100 million, and nice. This time it's gonna die all the way over this way. It definitely took a little while to defeat it, but at least we still defeated it fairly easily right over here. There we go though, by wave 116 we finally have enough to sell all 3 of our farms just like that. That way we can place and max the final 3 Nuke Titan TV Mans all the way over here. So there's 1, 2, and all 3 placed. And there's 1, 2, oh my goodness, I accidentally sold one. Oops, I did not mean to do that, but okay, let me just replace it right over here, and there's all 3 maxed. Now we're already 3 waves away from wave 120, and 2 waves away, 1 wave away, and boom, finally last we made it to wave 120. Yeah, here comes the Astro Toilet as our final boss of this video, which we've seen 3 times so far. So there it is with 246 million health, and now we already got it below 200 million, 100 million, and nice. This boss definitely made it slightly further than the mutant pumpkin toilet, but not really too far at all, to where we still took it out right here. Well, see you guys by wave 130 now. Alright, finally we made it to wave 130, and yeah, we're still spawn killing basically everything in the very front over here. But yep, there's the wave 130 boss, the Rabbit Toilet spawning in yet again with 686 million health. But now we already got it down to 600 million health, 400 million, 300, 200, 100, and nice. This one definitely took a little bit to defeat, but at least we still were able to defeat it all the way over this way right here. G and G. Well, now I'll just see you guys by wave 140, since now we're already 6 waves away from there. Alright, there we go. Now we made it to wave 140 with a few Astro Toilets, making it all the way over this way this time. And dang, yeah, this Astro Toilet over here definitely set the new record for how far an enemy has made it, this time dying all the way over this way, right over here. But either way, here comes the second Astro Toilet with over 300 million health yet again. But now we already got it below 300 million, 200 million, 100, and nice. This time the second Astro Toilet is dead all the way over this way, right over here. GG. Or if you Astro Toilets are even passing up that one though, so here's the new record for how far our toilet has made it. But now we should be good to make it to wave 150, so yeah, see you guys in 6 waves yet again. There we go, now we made it to wave 150 with enemies still making it over here, so for the most part they really haven't improved at all. But this time around we have over 100 toilets on the map at once, so it's definitely not looking the best. Either way, here comes the Juggernaut Astro Toilet, and this one has the second most amount of HP we've seen so far with over 600 million. We have 658 to be exact. I think now it's definitely in solid time to finally use the Snowstorm Freeze ability just to hopefully wipe them out a little bit quicker, as now it's already below 600 and 500 million health. And nice, with that ability, there goes all the enemies that were all the way over this way, so now they're only over to here. But nice, now we already got the Juggernaut below 400 and 300 million health. Now the ability is over, and it actually put up its shield once again. But now it is in the front, so it should start taking a lot more damage right about now. So now it's down to 200 million health, 100 million, and bang, there it goes all the way over this way in 3, 2, 1. As long as it doesn't put up a shield, we will be able to defeat it. And nice, there it goes right here. GG's, bro. Yeah, now we unfortunately have over 200 toilets on the map, and now we actually have an Astro Spider toilet in the front right here too, with 1.3 billion health still. So unfortunately, it looks like we might already end up losing it here, which kind of sucks. Either way, I think it's definitely safe to say that TV units are going to be the best, but I guess we'll find out shortly enough. But finally, somehow, someway, we did already actually get it down to its last 1 billion over here, and now we're 3 waves away from wave 160. But we're just continuously hitting the toilet cap, meaning it's not letting us skip at all. Yeah, luckily we are able to get the Specialized Astro Toilet, but it's just not enough to make us win. I mean, now we're 2 waves away from wave 160, but we finally do end up losing in 3, 2, 1, and GG by wave 158. 150 waves beaten. Yeah, here's the final leaderboard to finally wrap up this video. We have Titan TVs in first place with 150 waves beaten. Right behind it in second is Titan Speakers with 143. And in dead last, a little bit behind those two, is the Titan Cameras with 129 waves beaten. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely make sure to leave a like and subscribe, because it helps me out a ton. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video very soon. Peace out, everybody.